Hey guys, Michael Mechanical here. I'm basically home for the next couple of days before I have to go back in the hospital. And the moment I get home, there's already a problem with the car. Notice something really weird about this? That'd be right, there's a handle missing from this little assembly, but at least I had a backup. I was getting ready to replace it anyway just because it was already cracking and broken over here, so I was planning to replace it. And then that just happened to snap the day I ended up coming home, which is for the windscreen wipers. Now Dad has so much freedom, he's just driving my car around and going to the shop, so I know where he's gone. He's going to go to the bottle to get a bottle, and he hasn't changed. Not much, really. He's not going to control his drinking. But yeah. I'm not going to be doing the same sort of stuff because I have still, this is going to be in here for the next 12 months and my strength isn't completely back. My endurance isn't there. However, just because Dad's driving my car, it's not really a bad thing. He has to look after it. We checked the oil yesterday and the oil was down about half a litre. So we put in half a bottle of the Lucas, which was, all it was an empty bottle of Lucas. We topped it up with oil from the drum, put that in there, and then poured half that bottle in, checked the oil level. Oil level is dead where it needs to be, so it was just down half a litre, and that was it. I always like to just keep my oils in check. I said to my dad, and he said it was fine. He checked it over there, and he said, oh, it's fine. But I come home and I check it properly, and I see it's down 500ml, and I'm like, we're putting oil in this thing. You check it, and this is what you do, and this is how I do it, and you'll be fine. You won't fail. So yeah, that's what it is. There is probably ideas of maybe working on the ZL when I'm home and during sometimes when I feel like it maybe. Although I won't be able to do all the work on my own anymore because doors are heavy. I probably can still lift them. I can probably hold this with one hand and see what I can do. I don't know what my strength's going to be like. Let's see if I can pick up the door. Some extent yes, some extent no. Nope. That is too heavy for my arm to pick up both ends of the door. I can pick up one end, but that's a two-handed job. But I haven't lost all my strength. I lost a lot of strength from being in hospital for so long and being sick. When they did a group test, that was like 50% of my strength was gone. So now I can wash my hands. You never know where all that dirt's been and stuff. Yeah, that's going to be something I need assistance with, like heavy stuff. I won't be doing that anymore on my own. So, pressing the wrong buttons. The shower bathroom got renovated while I was in hospital. And I'm immunocompromised still, but I'm eating a lot, so it is what it is. Just want to show that my strength is still what it is. I'm only allowed to lift up to about 10 kilos with the pick line arm, up to, no more, because I could dislodge the pick line or cause injury to myself, and we don't want that. So yeah, see, there's now a door on our bathroom too, and we got the shower, and there's going to be days where I feel not so strong, and so we have a chair. So, oh man, the first days that I was in hospital and stuff was happening, my gosh, that was when I had my first shower. I was feeling so weak and horrible, and with this arm here, it was bleeding like crazy. If I could edit my videos and properly do it, I'd put a little image up of what my arm looked like when I had the pick line in at first. It was just always, every time I used my arm, it would bleed. Anything I did, even little tasks such as opening a cheese packet or a chip packet, would cause it to bleed. And because my computer's probably still on, I might actually be able to cheat a little bit and see if I can find an image. That it was something that it took a long time for it to heal, as I had no platelets So it would just easily just bleed. There was no way to stop the bleeding. It was a pain in the butt. Right, I don't know how to use my computer anymore, but that's okay. I will remember. But I'm looking for a picture on my photos drive because I'm looking for blood. Or yeah, I'll look for blood and maybe I'll find something. Blood. No results for blood. Did it not back up an image? It would have been around the 22nd of last month, right? March. It would have been the first couple of days. There's the picture of the pickline arm. Oh, there's the picture of my backside. Oops. Oh, here we go. So every day, it bleeds so bad, it just came out the pickline, and it's still the same thing. This is literally still the same thing. This is the same pickline that's not bleeding now, but it bled all the way through past the dressing. So sometimes those images weren't that great. I've had better ones. Even this image is just atrociously bad, but you can see there's the dressing, and look, they had to put a bandage over top, a compression band over top of it, on top of the fact that I had already the dressing on there, because it just wouldn't stop bleeding. It was really hard one to control the bleeding, and that was very dangerous in the sense that if, you know, I didn't have the dressing on there, it'd be even worse. If I hadn't had the compression bands on, it would have kept bleeding, and yeah. But it was a real struggle, and I did have hair when I was in hospital. It's not like I didn't have hair. I did have hair when I was first in hospital, but look at my hair. I remember taking some selfies. I think my mum, I'm going to see if I can find the picture my mum took. Yeah, someone, oh, maybe my friend pinched it, but yeah, there's a picture someone took. Me with my hair and me dressed up. When I was so exhausted that day. I think I remember that day, or not. Or maybe that's just when it uploaded. I think that might be the day it just uploaded. But yeah, every day was different. One of my last pictures, probably with my hair, and before I was just, no, yeah, I was feeling pretty crappy at that time, but I still had my hair. Oh, now my hair's thinner. Oh well. But dealing with everything, how bad my throat really got, and, you know, I wouldn't have known, be none the wiser, and I know everything's gross. I mean, what was going on in my throat was really gross. I was taking pictures of it. Horrible pictures of what was going on. I want to find the worst picture of what it ended up looking like, if I can find something, because it really got real bad after a, you know, injury and stuff. Like this is the back of my throat. I'm sorry, viewer discretion advised. You know, feel free to skip like 10-20 seconds ahead. Oh god, that's literally how my throat looked at one point. I think it was worse than that though. Every day it looked very, very different, my throat, and I just took pictures because of how things went. It was as a result of this that they did some more testing and stuff, and they found out that I had leukemia, which was, you know, an unfortunate diagnosis. One where they say, oh yeah, there's no cure, and that was a real concern when they said there's no cure. And they were prepping me for it, so they had all these things I had to do. There was days where I was on platelets, and I'd probably end up back on platelets eventually, but platelets, that bag, when it was full, only gave me anywhere between like 20 and 50, if I'm lucky. But most of the time, on average, it was 20 platelets, was all I got out of that bag. And then after that, I had no more platelets, essentially. So, yeah, it was a really difficult situation I was in for the month I was in hospital. And now that I'm home, I still have to be very careful. It's not like I can do anything and everything. my strength is to some degree back. I pick that up and put it in a trolley, one-handed. But, you know, I'm not that weak. But the other arm here is got one muscle in it, and I have to work it because it's just getting weaker and weaker. I'm not too exhausted today, but I was getting exhausted yesterday. I need to find my red band. I have some exercises I'm going to have to do sooner or later eventually. If I don't do them, I'm going to have problems. I have no idea where everything is. It's probably in my room and I don't know it. There it is. So I have a red band, so I'll have to use eventually. Smells like rubber. And I have to do that because I need to get that strength back in that muscle that's getting weaker. That when you feel a burn in the muscle, the sensation is sort of like a thing where your body starts to like knowing that you don't really need that muscle anymore because you're not really using it. I've been in the lounge. Pretty sure Dad's going to be rocking up any minute with the car, but the car's not home because Dad's going for a drive. So, see, my car's not there yet. That's my car. No? It could be, yeah, it's my car. I can hear my car, but it sounds like a truck. There you go. There's my car. Dad's driving it now. I don't know how clear this image is. He's backing it in because he's gone to the botlow. Lights are working. Yeah. There you go. Dad drives my car now. And I could probably drive my car. But my car was down 500 ml in oil. It loses oil because of some leaks. It'll be fixed. But that's how things are now. Because Dad's car's no longer reliable on the road, whereas mine is the only reliable car between me and Dad. Mine's a manual. He doesn't like it, but he has to now because Mum needs the auto because she can't drive manual because of a foot issue. So I've given Dad that power to drive my car, as he would have to buy another car, which is extra money. So he knows how much money I've spent on my car. My car's new. He knows I've got about 4,000 kilometers left before it needs to be serviced, or September it has to be serviced in. So we got some time, and it has to be serviced properly. No half-assed shenanigans, realistically, but it is what it is. Anyway, thank you very much. This is Mike Mechanical, signing off. And if my hair just disturbs people, I'm sorry. This is medically induced hair loss for the fact that I'm having treatment for my acute undifferentiated leukemia, and hopefully the treatment will work because it's 1% of cases and it's a unique case, apparently. Take care, everyone. Michael out.